Ever had someone decide your name wasn't worth saying right? Yeah, that happened to me. My name is Kai. It's Hawaiian, simple once you know it. But my 6th grade math teacher, Ms. White, decided it was too hard. So she just renamed me. She looked me straight in the eyes and said, "I'll call you Katherine." And that's when I realized she had no idea who she was messing with. If you've ever been disrespected or underestimated, this story is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready, because what started as humiliation turned into one of the most quietly satisfying acts of revenge I've ever pulled off. It was the first week of 6th grade. New uniform, new backpack, new nerves. The math classroom smelled like chalk and coffee. Ms. White's classroom was spotless, with color-coded charts and perfectly aligned desks. She was known as the strict one, the kind of teacher everyone stood up straighter for. When she reached my name during attendance, she squinted. How do you say this?" I smiled politely. "It's Kauai. Just Kauai." She stared at me, then laughed a little. That's a bit much. I'll just call you Katherine." For a second, I thought she was joking. But she wasn't. She actually wrote it down next to my name. My heart sank. I'd corrected teachers before, they always tried to learn. But this felt different. That night, I went home quiet. My mom noticed right away. "Everything okay, baby girl?" I told her. And she just said gently, "You know what your name means, right?" I nodded. "It means the beloved one." "Then don't ever let anyone take that from you," she said. For the next 2 weeks, she called me Katherine every day. "Katherine, open your book. Katherine, show your work." Even when classmates corrected her, she'd wave it off. "Oh, it's fine. I can't say that other name." Each time she said it, it burned a little deeper. Not because of the name, but because of what it meant. She didn't care. She saw me as an inconvenience. I stopped raising my hand. I stopped smiling. I started feeling smaller, like my culture, my name, my identity didn't belong in that room. And that's when I realized something. Respect can't be demanded. But it can be earned back, painfully. So, one afternoon, while waiting for the bell, I grabbed an old yearbook from the library. I flipped through the teacher pages, until I found her. Jessica White. Jessica. I smiled. Oh, this was perfect. The next day, during class, I raised my hand for the first time in weeks. "Yes, Katherine?" she said. I leaned back, calm and collected. "Actually, Jessica, I didn't understand question 3. The room went dead silent. Every student froze. Her face turned the color of her name, white. "Excuse me?" she said sharply. "Jessica," I repeated sweetly. "Could you explain number 3? Her jaw tightened. "It's Ms. White." "Oh," I said innocently. "Sorry, Jess." The class burst into quiet giggles. That was the beginning. I didn't stop there. Every day, I used her first name, like it was the most normal thing in the world. "Jessica, can I go to the restroom?" "Jess, I think you marked my quiz wrong." "JJ, can you check this problem?" She hated it. You could see it in her eyes. But she never yelled, she just kept correcting me. "It's Ms. White." And I'd smile. "Sure thing, Jessica." My classmates started catching on. They loved it. Some even whispered, "Hey Jess," when she wasn't looking. She tried to ignore it, but I could tell, every time she heard her first name, it cut her pride just a little more. One afternoon, she pulled me aside. "Why are you being disrespectful?" she asked. I looked her straight in the eyes. "Because, Jessica, my name is Kauai. Not Katherine." She blinked. I saw it, that flicker of guilt. But she still couldn't bring herself to apologize. So I kept going. Quietly. calmly. Until the end of the year. By May, everyone in that class knew exactly what was going on. Some even started calling me Katherine sarcastically, like an inside joke. And every time they did, I'd just look over at Jessica with a smile. The last day of school came. She handed back our final exams. Katherine, she said, holding mine out. I didn't move. Jessica, I said quietly. It's Callie. She didn't respond, but her hand trembled slightly as she set my paper down. That was enough for me. As I walked out that day, I looked back at her one last time, sitting at her desk, face blank. She'd never lost her temper. But she lost something else, her control. And 2 years later, I heard from a classmate, Ms. White had been fired. For microaggressions towards students of color. Was it karma? Maybe. But to me, it just felt like balance restored. I never yelled. Never got revenge in some dramatic way. All I did was mirror her disrespect, and remind her how it felt. My name isn't hard. It's just different. And difference deserves effort. If you've ever had someone try to erase who you are, don't shrink. Stand taller. Because sometimes the sweetest revenge is simply making them say your name. If this story made you smile, hit that like button. It helps more people see stories like this one. Tell me in the comments, has anyone ever disrespected your name or background? And don't forget to subscribe for more real-life revenge stories that prove karma doesn't need to shout to be heard.